we have a contribute of Filip Cornelis, Director of Aviation, DG Movie, Director of the European Commission. Now, we must have
I am joining you from the headquarters of the European Commission in Brussels today. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to share with you a few thoughts about the EU's policy to promote the development of drones and drone operations in Europe, and I'm very sorry I could not be with you today in person. Indeed, it is widely recognized that today the European Union has taken the lead globally in developing the necessary framework, regulatory framework for all kinds of drone operations, whether they are small drones equipped with sensors or larger types of unmanned vehicles. In 2019, does it need to be remembered, we adopted the two first cornerstone legislative acts, one on unmanned aircraft systems, the vehicles, and another one on their operations. This was followed by another regulation, the Aerospace regulation, 2 years later, that provides for the environment to supply navigation services to unmanned aviation. And in the near future, actually right after Easter, we will adopt another complementary regulatory package dealing with the most complex aerial operations that we are witnessing today. It will cover two types of operations. First of all, it will put in place a certification framework for the vehicles used in so-called specific category of drones. And the operations in this category are classified as high risk in the sense that even if they are not transporting people or heavy goods, they take place in populated urban areas. And secondly, the package will introduce operations of manned vertical takeoff and landing capable aircrafts, the so-called eVTOL, or commonly known as air taxi operations. And these new rules that we will adopt are aimed at supporting the transitioning phase from manned to automated urban air mobility, and to ensure and support a smooth integration of these new operational concepts in the current aviation domain, and also in the future into multimodal mobility services. The aim of our European Union drone policy and of the regulatory framework that we have built is indeed to promote the safe and innovative air mobility concepts while avoiding at the same time to imposing very burdensome requirements that could hinder the development of the UAS market. It's important indeed to safeguard the investments that the industry is making in research, in development, in putting on the market cutting-edge technologies. And we want to encourage the continuous development of UAS capabilities, particularly in Europe. Now, this regulatory framework that I was mentioning is now in the hands of our member states. It's in the hands of city authorities and the drone industry stakeholders to make things happen, to make the best use of it, to use the opportunities that are provided, and to help us in doing that, to transform this framework into an enabling framework for all new business activities. Ladies and gentlemen, the rise of a European drone commercial services market and the new air mobility solutions that we are witnessing have been at the heart of a Commission communication that we adopted in 2022 and which was called Drone Strategy 2.0. This strategy has two main objectives. The first one is to build the EU market for drone services, to continue to build it, and the second one to strengthen the European Union's civil, security and defense industry capabilities and synergies between civil and military. The strategy includes no less than 19 flagship actions to address those objectives. Of course, it would take me too far to describe the state of play on all 19 of these flagship actions, so let me just touch on a couple of them. And considering the importance of social acceptance for innovative air mobility, I would like to start with flagship action 7. This flagship action foresees the creation of innovative air mobility hub that will support the sustainable implementation of urban mobility by authorities, by communities, by municipalities, and of course by industry and other stakeholders. This platform is actually already available online on the EASA website and is available for testing by those who are interested. The strategy also includes a flagship action on new European standard scenarios for low to medium risk aerial operations. As you probably know, the standard scenarios are really enabling rather complex operations to be safely incorporated in the airspace with a minimum of formalities and requirements. Therefore, this one is key if you want to help small and medium-sized enterprises to develop their activities or to facilitate in-house drone operations in larger companies. The current development of predefined risk assessment is an excellent springboard towards the adoption of standard scenarios. Flagship Action 14 concerns the development of a network of joint civil defense collaborative field testing of drone demonstrators. And in this context, we are looking for deeper cooperation between the civil and military actors with the aim of optimizing the use of what is, after all, restricted airspaces to enable both civil and military trials to take place. Because this would create a flying safe space to test and to share and to allow gaining flight hour experience to prove safety under an approach that is called fly before certify. As said, there are a total of 19 flagship actions covering a wide range of areas. And if you have not yet had the opportunity to do so, I would definitely encourage you to have a look at our strategy Drones 2.0 that is, of course, available on the European Commission's website. Finally, we want to achieve the widest possible social acceptance of these new forms of aerial services and aerial mobility. This is of crucial importance when these services are looking to gain their place in our societies. Having acceptance will require a coordinated involvement of all the stakeholders, civil aviation, regional and local authorities, as well as, of course, the service providers themselves and citizens as well. So I would like to invite you all, as you develop your ideas and your initiatives, to actively engage with all those communities and to encourage that interaction in your field of expertise. With that, I want to wish you a very successful event, and I want to thank you for the support and for building together with us this new domain, this new sector where Europe can try to